Hi again guys, this is FD for SearchFact.tv once more back with another video bringing you alpha week in, week out. If you are new, thank you very much for dropping by. Please do consider subscribing to our channel, even if you don't intend on coming back, but I know you will. Why? Because we dish some alpha that you don't tend to come across from any other channel here on YouTube. Anyway, so the information I'm going to share with you in this video is not financial advice. If you require financial advice, please approach someone who's trying to give you financial advice. The information contained in this video is just for entertainment as well as educational purposes. So today I am going to cover Origin Trail, one of the projects we've been keeping an eye on. So what is Origin Trail? Origin Trail is a set of tools and protocols built on the Origin Trail Decentralized Knowledge Graph, or DKG, and is designed to bring semantics to Web3. It is an ecosystem dedicated to making the global economy work sustainably by organizing humanity's most important knowledge assets. It leverages the open source decentralized knowledge graph that connects the physical world, that is art, healthcare, fashion, education, supply chains, and so forth, and the digital world, which is blockchain, smart contracts, metaverse, NFTs, and any other blockchain related components. And all this is done in a single connected reality, driving transparency and trust. Think of the likes of Google and Facebook, businesses that currently utilize advanced knowledge graph technologies. Origin Trail, as well as its parachain on Polkadot, is providing a central fabric to link, verify, and value data on both physical and digital assets worlds. Over at Polkadot, the Origin Trail parachain is the next generation layer 1 blockchain designed to tightly integrate with the Origin Trail DKG, or decentralized knowledge graph. As an Origin Trail tailored blockchain, it is optimized for maximum performance and usability in the Origin Trail consensus layer. It leverages the strong trust model and inherent interoperability of Polkadot, thereby enabling smooth integration with other Polkadot ecosystem projects. So here are some knowledge graphs key characteristics. It focuses on data connections as first-class citizens linked to data. It is designed to ingest data from multiple sources, usually in different formats. It is flexible data models, easily extendable. How does publishing and querying of decentralized knowledge graph work? Well, publishing and querying on the Origin Trail Decentralized Knowledge Graph, or DKG, involves two key components, and those two key components are as follows. You have the public component, which is replicated knowledge graph shared by all network nodes, and there is also the private graphs hosted separately by each of the network nodes connected with the public knowledge graph. And it will not be a normal DYO or risk evaluation if we do not jump into the value propositions for Origin Trail. The value propositions are as follows. It offers developers the opportunity to build with semantic, high-quality, verifiable data. Users can publish verifiable claims from any system. Developers get the chance to build privacy-first, metaverse-ready, decentralized applications, or DApp. It offers to integrate data across Web3 seamlessly. Users get to request, find, and query data from all of Web3 to be used in machine learning applications. Users can also tokenize their dynamic assets. And here are some of the problems Origin Trail is trying to address. There is the problem with data quality. For data to be deemed quality data, it needs to be authentic, accurate, and up to date. And data also needs to be standardized. So data standardization is one of the problems that Origin Trail is trying to resolve. The way data is presented among entities with a vested interest requires that the format of such data makes it accessible by all business partners. This is where GS1 standards, specifically the GS1 Global Data Model, or GDM, and GS1 Attribute Definitions for Business, or ADB, play a crucial role. We also need to look into data security. Yes, certain supply chain data may contain sensitive information, and sharing such data with business partners may pose a risk to business secrets or release of confidential information to nefarious parties. And finally, we have data ownership. Using third parties for data aggregation may unintentionally hand over control of such data sets to external parties, which leads to loss of data ownership or ownership rights. Here are some of the network roles for decentralized knowledge graph. There are 4 key network roles interacting with Origin Trail DKG and its native TRAC token, TRAC TRAC being the ticker symbol for Origin Trail. The first role is that of asset publishers. This create and update assets graphs in the DKG, indexing them with specific keywords for discoverability or publishing them on data marketplaces to monetize them. The second role is that of asset consumers. Asset consumers query the DKG to obtain the latest asset data. And then we also have the the Decentralized Knowledge Graph Node Runners or DKG Node Runners. These run infrastructure of the Origin Trail DKG. And finally, we have TRAC token holders. These are people like you and me, simple investors. In the existing version of the Decentralized Knowledge Graph or DKG that is based on Ethereum blockchains, the Origin Trail ecosystem was effectively outsourcing the layer 1 capabilities. With the addition of the Origin Trail parachain on Polkadot, the blockchain layer is now for the first time ever becoming an integral part of the Origin Trail ecosystem technology stack. Now, as part of our DYOR risk evaluation to review the risks associated with investing into Origin Trail, we have to look at some of the key elements that make up our assessment criteria in the form of our DYOR risk evaluation toolkit. And those elements are as follows. You got interoperability, decentralization, security, scaling, project team, use cases, social media presence via Twitter as well as on Discord, before we finally close that with the tokenomics for the project. Starting with interoperability, central to Origin Trail's interoperability credentials is Trace Labs networking operating system, which is designed to streamline the connection between legacy IT systems, for example, enterprise resource planning or ERP, WMS, LMS, and many others, where data can be transformed into assets and stored. Origin Trail's network operating system allows organizations to create, update, and utilize their supply chain assets on the Origin Trail's decentralized knowledge graph from existing data in their IT system in a simplified way without the need to deal with complexities usually associated with decentralized infrastructure. For example, crypto token management is automated with Origin Trail's network operating system. Therefore, by shaping real-world knowledge assets for Web3, Origin Trail's decentralized knowledge graph provides a crucial fabric to link, verify, and value data in both the real and the digital world. Created knowledge assets are interoperable based on GS1 Global Data Model or GDM, that is the standard, the same as the traditional GDSN network, so they can be saged for and understood by all business partners. In other words, the network operating system makes it easy to discover, verify, and facilitate assets interoperability. Once those assets are available, specific business applications that make use of them can be built quickly. From a blockchain point of view, Origin Trail supports the following blockchain. Got the Ethereum blockchain, Gnosis chain, Polygon, Origin Trail parachain on Polkadot. As far as security is concerned, the Origin Trail parachain benefits from Polkadot's shared security, most commonly known as pooled security, deriving from Polkadot's own relay chain. Now let's jump into some of the use cases for Origin Trail, starting with the tokenomics. Ticker symbol TRAC. As a utility token, TRAC, TRAC, TRAC powers the entire decentralized knowledge graph network. A TRAC is used for decentralized knowledge graph operations, and it is also used to incentivize protocol behavior. Those who want to publish on the network are required to hold and use TRAC for services rendered, and TRAC can also be staked to earn rewards, similar to Google's AdSense on discoverability. Asset owners can also lock up their TRAC tokens in order to improve their assets' own discoverability. TRAC is also used to provide collateral by network nodes, and now since Origin Trail is another network, a parachain on the Polkadot network with a separate token, ticker symbol OPT, we are going to give you some of the associated use cases for the OTP token on Polkadot. So Origin Trail parachain, ticker symbol OTP. The OTP token is used to pay fees for transactions and smart contracts. It's also used to incentivize collators as well as provide collateral for collators. Token holders can also delegate to collators, and token holders will also be able to use their OTP token to vote on update proposals for Origin Trail parachain network and community treasury proposal. Infrastructural use cases, these cover the whole network, both the parachain and the original Ethereum-based one. Origin Trail DKG is used to create product master data into knowledge assets, and these knowledge assets can be updated easily at any time. Supply chain traceability. Here, take the simple case study of a certain type of medicine as an example that has been donated by a third party, located thousands of miles away, and is required in a remotely located part of the world. Origin Trail's DKG enables visibility in product flows, utilization, inventory levels, raise risk alerts, and real-time decision-making at all stages of the process. This is done alongside GS1 standards, which is a global barcoding system. Use cases extend to the pharmaceutical industry, food industry, transportation, customs, finance, as well as many others. Now on to social media presence. Origin Trail has got 46,300 Twitter followers as well as 4,800 Discord members. The project team consists of 20 employees according to LinkedIn. Tokenomics for TRAC, ticker symbol TRAC, total supply 500 million, and the TRAC distribution, pre-sale and crowd sale 50%, including ICO of 21.51 million. Feature development was allocated 20%, 10%. Liquidity pool was allocated 5%. The founders and seed investors were allocated 18%. And there is also a bug bounty program that was allocated 2%. And one of the key elements we do review is the token allocation accorded or allocated to insiders. Insiders include people like the team, early investors, seed investors, and future employees, as well as any marketing budgets and operational funds. All those form part of insiders. And for the TRAC token, insider token allocation comes to 58% at least. So I think it could be higher, but the way the breakdown is made, it's not as clear from the information we've come across. And now, as we've already stated, Origin Trail has got two projects that are linked to its centralized knowledge graph. The second one is the parachain on the Polkadot network, and the ticker symbol for the token that powers that parachain is OTP. Total supply is 1 billion. Circulating supply, I don't think this is launched yet, or the information is not available from the records we've reviewed. OTP distribution. Those who participated in the parachain auction incentives were allocated 250 million or 25% of the total tokens available. Treasury was allocated 25% as well, which is 250 million. Origin Trail community 5 million, 50 million or 5%. Kickstarting incentivization via community pools 45% or 450 million. Insider token allocation, according to our own calculations and evaluations, comes up to 70% or more. So again, as you know guys, our threshold is around 30%. Anything above 30%, they got to be extenuating circumstances why one would want to proceed and invest in such a project. Let's wait and find out. So as I've already said, we are going to assess the risk involved with investing in Origin Trail, and part of our evaluation process includes us applying our DYOR toolkit consisting of 13 elements. And here is a quick rundown of the 13 elements once more. We got decentralization, security, scaling, interoperability, project team, social media via Twitter, social media presence via Discord. We look at the edge of the project, how old the project is, before we jump into the use cases. Are there any real-world use cases, as well as the use cases for the token or coin that is powering the network or the project? We also consider tokens issued at project launch, as well as tokens in circulation at the point at which we are doing this video. Before we go on to maximum tokens available, is there a hard cap, as well as insider token allocation? Now, here are some of the scores we've allocated to Origin Trail. Decentralization, 5 points out of 10. Security, 5 points out of 10. Scaling, 10 points out of 10. Interoperability, 10 points out of 10. Project team, 7.5 points out of 10. Social media via Twitter, 7.5 points out of 10. Social media via Discord, 2.5 points out of 10. Edge of the project, 5 points out of 10. Use cases, I sincerely believe Origin Trail has got use cases by bucket loads, and some of these use cases, they are real world. Almost all of them are real world. So we are going to give it maximum points, which is 10 out of 10. Tokens issued at project launch, 5 points out of 10. Tokens in circulation at the point at which we are doing this video, 5 points out of 10. Maximum tokens available, 5 points out of 10. Insider token allocation, 0. Why? Because it's sitting at 70% for one of them and 58% for the other. So they are way over our threshold of 30%. Therefore, we are going to allocate 0 points out of 10 on this element. So once we have issued these elements, first and foremost, do you guys agree with the scores? If not, let us know in the comment section. We then aggregate the total scores, and aggregate total is then classified under the following risk categories. The best category, we call it go for it category. A project here will have scored 110 to 130 out of 130. It means if a project falls within this category, the risk is at its minimum. There's still risk because this is crypto, anything can go wrong. The next level down, we refer to it as potential category, and the project will have scored 90 to 109 out of 130. Third level down, we call it could go to 0 category. Project will have scored 65 to 89 points out of 130. Before we go to the maximum risk, according to our own calculations, the project here will have scored 0 to 64 points out of 130. Again, guys, this is our own classification. You'll find a method that works for you. If you do choose to use the same tool as us, take it at your own risk. This is not financial advice. You can tweak it to suit your own needs and how you see things. This is how we see things here. So anyway, the total score for Origin Trail, according to our own DYOR risk evaluation toolkit, comes up to 77.5 points out of 130, which puts Origin Trail within the could go to 0 category. Do you guys agree with that assessment? Do you think Origin Trail could go to 0? You should bear in mind that every project within the crypto space could go to 0, including your Ethereum and Bitcoin. So Origin Trail is no exception. Anyway, that's our view. Do you guys agree? For transparency, I currently do not hold Origin Trail, but it's a project I want to keep my eye on, and hopefully at some point I may just allocate some resources to Origin Trail. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comment section. Until next time, guys, this was your update on Origin Trail and the risks we see to be associated with investing in Origin Trail according to our own views. You'll find a method that works for you and do your own research. Until next time, this is your host, FD4Safe5.tv, signing out for now. Bye.